The Unplugged Television, an exploration of innocence, history, and cinematic madness in The Shining. Introduction. In Stanley Kubrick's seminal horror film, The Shining, one finds a scene where Danny Torrance and his mother, Wendy, watch Summer of '42 on a television that is conspicuously unplugged. This curious detail has sparked numerous interpretations, but none so humorous yet insightful as examining it through the lens of thematic parallels between Kubrick's personal history, the coming-of-age narrative of Summer of '42, and the broader, darker themes of The Shining. Here we will dissect how this bizarre setup serves as a comedic yet profound commentary on innocence lost, the shadows of genocide, and the American mythos of manifest destiny. The unplugged television, a symbol of disconnection. The television's lack of connection to any power source can be seen as a metaphor for the disconnection from reality experienced by the Torrance family. Watching Summer of '42, a film about young Jewish boys navigating the tender complexities of adolescence during World War II on an unplugged TV, might be Kubrick's way of saying, "Look here, folks, even our memories and histories are running on empty, just like this TV." It's as if Kubrick is poking fun at the idea that we can watch history or innocence unfold without being plugged into its harsh truths. Coming of age, Summer of '42, and Kubrick's youth. Summer of '42, with its gentle, nostalgic portrayal of youth and the bittersweet loss of innocence, mirrors Kubrick's own youth during World War II. Kubrick, born in 1928, came of age amidst the backdrop of global conflict, much like the characters in the film. Here, the comedy lies in the absurdity of watching this tender narrative on a device that should not work. It's as if Kubrick is saying, "I remember my youth, but it's all just static now, isn't it?" This juxtaposition serves to highlight how even the most formative experiences can become disconnected from their original context when viewed through the lens of time or madness. Themes of loss of innocence. Both Summer of '42 and The Shining deal with the theme of lost innocence, though in starkly different ways. In Summer of '42, it's the gentle passage from childhood into the complexities of adult emotions. In The Shining, it's the brutal, terrifying loss of innocence through psychological and physical violence. Danny's psychic abilities, or The Shining, expose him to horrors beyond his years, much like how the war forced an early maturation upon Kubrick's generation. The Unplugged TV humorously underscores this theme. Innocence can be watched but not reclaimed, especially when the mechanisms of memory and history are severed from their power source. The Holocaust, genocide, and American westward expansion. Kubrick's films often delve into human atrocities, and The Shining is no exception. The Overlook Hotel itself can be read as a microcosm of historical violence, from the Native American motifs to the blood-filled elevator, symbolizing perhaps the blood of genocide or the Holocaust. Watching Summer of '42 on an unplugged TV in this context is Kubrick's darkly comedic way of juxtaposing the innocence of youth with the backdrop of these historical horrors. He's saying, here's a slice of innocence, but remember, it's all plugged into a world of darkness. American mythos and manifest destiny. The American dream of expansion and the myth of manifest destiny are subtly critiqued in The Shining through the hotel's history and its very location. The Torrances are isolated in a place built on stolen land, much like the nation itself. The unplugged TV watching an idyllic summer story could be Kubrick's ironic commentary on how America often views its history through rose-tinted glasses, disconnected from the violence and dispossession that underpinned its growth. Conclusion. The scene of Danny and Wendy watching Summer of '42 on an unplugged TV in The Shining is a masterstroke of both humor and horror. It not only plays with the audience's perception of reality, but also serves as a portal to reflect on the loss of innocence, the weight of history, and the often unplugged narratives we tell ourselves about our past. Through this lens, Kubrick crafts a narrative that is as much about the terror of what we remember as it is about the horror of what we choose to forget. Thus, the unplugged television becomes not just a source of comedy, but a profound symbol of disconnection, reminding us that sometimes we're all just watching our lives unfold on screens that aren't even plugged in.